How are you doing? Where are you at with this?
I'm glad my son's home. I'm glad he wasn't harmed. I'm glad he's safe. I'm glad there were concerned people in the neighborhood that, you know, I that helps me feel a lot safe, even though the fact is he was taken from my home for, you know, a very short time, thank God. Yeah.
You said there were some things out that you wanted to cover and people to know. What do you want people to know, Renee?
Well, just that he's safe, and I feel lucky. There are many parents who don't get their kids back when they're taken. There was some confusion for some time as far as like where we were or how the kid could have gotten out. The police are investigating what exactly happened, and all we know is when we woke up, me and his father are students. When we woke up, usually we wake up to the kids on some level, but because Grandma and Grandpa live here, they take the kids to church on Sunday, and when we woke up, we just figured they were with Grandma and Grandpa, and because that's commonly happens. When they came home, shortly after we woke up, he was not with them, and they had assumed that he just went upstairs with us, because he does that often too. It's like most of the week he goes and sleeps in our bed for a little while and stays with us, and so it was easier for them to just assume that that's what happened.
Emotionally, how has this been, both when you realized he was missing and when he was found?
There was about maybe half an hour of time where we were just running around screaming, looking for our son, when Grandma and Grandpa and his two sisters came home, and when we realized that he wasn't with them, and Ed, his father, my husband, had called the police, you know, to see if there was a report of a missing child. It was at that point, you know, that all of it was coming together, like, oh my God, they're not with them. So he's been gone, all morning? Like, how long, you know, so all of these things are going through your mind. He could be anywhere, like, you know, totally freaking out. And when we got the police, they confirmed that they had,
was he in the backyard?
They had found him, or I don't know, allegedly crazy woman. I don't know. I don't know her story. You know, I just know that he was down the street with her. I don't know for how long. I believe she came into the house. There were things taken from our house, taken from our porch, such as blankets that he couldn't have carried by himself. He didn't put his boots on. His coat was found across the street. Like,
best you can tell, was he inside or outside when he was taken?
Best I can tell, he was inside. I mean, his coat was inside. And, I mean, who knows? The lady might have seen the blankets were out here, but the only one who knows what happened is him, and he can't really tell us, you know? And so that's still scary, even though he's safe and he's here and I have him. What happened, you know? And it's, people want to think, you know, when bad things happen to good people, we want to make them out to be bad people. We're not bad people, we're good people, and this was a scary, intense event that we are glad we're, you know, all here.
From what you can tell, though, he was in your home. What's bad about that? He's a little boy running around his house. That's what little boys do. What's to feel bad about?
No, I mean, just the people were concerned because there was this gap between when the boy was found and when we actually called in. We had never seen any reports made. We just realized upon as soon as, you know, we woke up at like around 1. We were up really late studying. It's like we're getting ready for our finals presentations. We have tons of, you know, homework, but we're a community too. I mean, it's like me, my husband, my mom, my father. We're all caretakers in this house, and we all collectively, you know, kind of lean on each other. And so there was a gap. There was a little gap, and that was me. And I feel lucky that it was, you know, not as bad as it could have been.
Mm-hmm. And that's the bottom line, I think, for you and for everybody.
Yeah. That's all
and as near as you know, he was always in the house. He was, as near as you know, never outside.
No, I mean, even the pictures of him, his feet were totally clean. He had put footy pajamas on. They were totally clean. I mean, he could have never carried those blankets and his coat anywhere. You know, at worst, he was on the porch. But that just seems crazy to me. I don't even think he opens the door, you know, unless his sisters had gone out or unless, like, he had no reason to go out, you know? And somehow she got in or found him. It could have been as early as, I don't know.
Hugging him tight.
Yeah.
Staying close to home.
I'm glad he's okay.